Welcome to the Fresno State Top Dog Alumni Awards. We are pleased to introduce this evening's MC, Jessica Harrington of ABC 30, a proud Bulldog and 2013 Fresno State graduate.
Good evening, everyone. I would invite you to take your seat so we can get started this evening. We've got a lot to get to and a lot of honorees to honor this evening. I would like to welcome you to the Top Dog Alumni Awards. As a proud Fresno State alumna, it is an absolute honor to stand here tonight along such remarkable honorees. Since 1953, the Top Dog Alumni Award has celebrated Fresno State's most accomplished alumni, those who have excelled in their careers and made lasting impacts in our valley, across the nation, and around the world. Tonight, we come together to celebrate remarkable individuals whose hard work, dedication, and passion have brought them to this stage. Their success stories are an inspiration, and we are proud to share their achievements. Let's begin this incredible evening by welcoming the president of the Fresno State Alumni Association Board of Directors, Alicia Henderson. Alicia is a proud Fresno State alumna, service leader, entrepreneur, and community advocate who is deeply committed to empowering the African American community and supporting our veterans at the Fresno VA Hospital. Let's give Alicia a warm round of applause.
Blame it on the Chardonnay. So what a fantastic way to start the night. Friendly faces, a beautiful reception, and that Bulldog spirit is alive and strong. On behalf of the Fresno State Alumni Association and our board of directors, it is my absolute privilege to welcome you to the Top Dog Alumni Awards. I'd like to begin by recognizing where we stand with the land acknowledgement. The Fresno State campus sits on the midst of the San Joaquin Valley, a valley rich in the traditions of Native American peoples and cultures. We are grateful to be in the traditional homelands of the Yokuts and the Mono peoples, with tribal communities share their stewardship over this land. A moment of silence. The Fresno State Alumni Association has been at the heart of this university since the class of 1912. Today, we represent a powerful community of more than 300,000 alumni worldwide. Our mission is simple yet ambitious: to inspire, engage, and celebrate alumni and friends while supporting student success. Everything we do is fueled by the pride and generosity of Bulldogs who give their time, talent, and treasure to lift up students and strengthen the Bulldog family. Tonight, I would like to take a moment to recognize the people who make this possible. To our board of directors, past board presidents, and our staff, would you please stand and be recognized? Your dedication and service keep our alumni network strong. Thank you. For 71 years, the Top Dog Alumni Awards have celebrated excellence. Nearly 400 honorees have received this distinction, and their stories remind us of the lasting impact of the Fresno State degree. As we welcome the new class, let's also take a moment to recognize and celebrate our past Top Dogs here with us tonight. Past Top Dogs, would you please stand and allow us to honor you? You are shining examples of Bulldog pride in action. We thank you for continuing to inspire future generations. And now, to our class of 2024 Top Dog honorees, congratulations. This award is more than recognition. It's a statement that Fresno State, your peers, your family, and your community believe you represent the very best at what it means to be a Bulldog. You have made lives better. You have elevated the value of Fresno State degree, and you make us all proud to be a Bulldog for life. Now, I am honored to introduce President of Fresno State, Dr. Saul Jimenez Sandoval, an immigrant from Mexico who grew up in Fowler, Dr. Jimenez Sandoval has a deep root in San Joaquin Valley and has dedicated his life to advancing economic and cultural growth. As Fresno State's 9th president, he brings over 2 decades of experience on campus, driven by a passion for transforming lives through higher education and fostering equity and belonging. Please welcome to the stage President Saul Jimenez Sandoval.
Thank you, Alicia, for that. Good evening and welcome to the Top Dog Alumni Awards. Let's give that a round of applause, please. Since Fresno State's promising beginnings in 1911, over 300,000 individuals have graduated from our beloved institution. Over the years, Fresno State has been a beacon of opportunity and excellence, producing alumni who are trailblazers in their respective fields. Tonight is particularly special, and sometimes the most meaningful celebrations are worth the wait. This evening, we could not be more proud to come together in this moment to honor our top dogs. We gather tonight in a display of pride, loyalty, and admiration for Fresno State, our Valley's premier university. I'm going to say that again. Our Valley's premier university, yes, I am competitive, and a hub of innovation, grit, and community impact. This evening, we celebrate how far our top dogs have come since they first walked across that graduation stage. Their journeys inspire us all, and we proudly showcase them to the world as shining examples of what it means to be a bulldog. For over 70 years, the Top Dog Alumni Awards have recognized the most exemplary Fresno State alumni, those who have not only made significant contributions to their communities, but have also left their mark on the world. These individuals embody the best of Fresno State spirit: bright minds, ambitious hearts, and courageous actions. This year, we honor 14 exceptional alumni. These top dogs have excelled in areas such as nonprofit leadership, education and technology, agriculture and engineering, among many others. They have gone above and beyond, not just fulfilling the promise of their degrees, but exceeding it through dedication in their fields and communities. For instance, let me give you 2 examples. Take Nicole Linder, our Distinguished Alumni Award honoree. Nicole, a 1998 graduate from the College of Arts and Humanities, is the CEO of the Marjorie Mason Center, one of California's largest domestic violence service agencies. Under her leadership, the center has transformed, offering critical services such as safe housing, counseling, legal support, and advocacy. Nicole has spearheaded a $20 million fundraising campaign to build a new community resource center, further strengthening the center's impact on the Valley. Since she has also been a tireless advocate, creating change for survivors and advancing statewide policy to protect and empower those in need. Nicole is truly a champion of compassion and resilience. Let's give her a round of applause, please. My second example, we also celebrate Gary and Marlene Peacock, the recipients of the Arthur Safstrom Service Award. Both 1977 graduates, Gary from the College of Social Sciences and Marlene from the College of Health and Human Services. They retired after successful careers in the Bay Area's tech industry. But their story doesn't stop there. The Peacocks have dedicated themselves to the Fresno State community wholeheartedly, supporting student success through scholarships, mentoring, and championing projects that drive our university to the forefront of agricultural technology. Their extraordinary $7 million estate gift will provide future scholarships and ensure generations of students benefit from their generosity. The commitment to education and service is a shining example of that bulldog spirit we all admire. Give them a round of applause, please. Alumni like this evening's honorees are living proof of the transformative power of a Fresno State diploma. They demonstrate that an investment in our students today will yield immeasurable returns for our communities and our economy tomorrow. Our university continues to thrive. This year, Fresno State was ranked number 2 in the nation by Washington Monthly, and we have remained among the top 50 universities in the country for 8 consecutive years. Fresno State has earned national recognition as the highest ranked campus in the CSU system. Yes, I told you I was competitive. A reflection of the caliber of our faculty, the ambition and talent of our students, and the dedication of our alumni. At Fresno State, we prepare leaders, individuals empowered to take on the world's most complex issues and to serve their communities with passion and purpose. For 14 consecutive years, students, faculty, and staff have contributed over 1 million hours of community service annually to this community and this valley, underscoring the depth of our commitment to our region and our communities. Who does that? Fresno State does that. You do that. We do that together. Thank you, then, for joining us tonight to celebrate this spectacular moment. We are celebrating Fresno State, the pride of the Valley. I am deeply proud of our top dogs, and I know they will inspire you with their impressive accomplishments and relentless dedication. They have made their mark on Fresno State, and tonight we celebrate their ongoing impact on the world. Congratulations to this year's top dogs. We are thrilled to celebrate you and the tremendous legacy you are building for Fresno State and beyond. Go Dogs!
Thank you, President Jimenez Sandoval. That makes me miss being a student and very proud to be an alumna. All right, let's turn our attention to the screen for a special video celebrating our honorees.
My experience at Fresno State was such a big blessing in my life. Coming from a war-torn country of Laos, being a refugee and a first-generation college graduate was big for my family. I went there for my undergrad. I worked at the Lyle Center for 6 years, and I got my master's there. So it was home.
The impact that Fresno State has made on my life is incalculable. It started my career in journalism. It gave me a 48-year career in the newspaper industry. And to have an opportunity to lead the newspaper in my hometown was an incredible thing. And now my second act is at Fresno State.
I learned a lot here that I use in my daily life, and I use it to serve some of the poorest people that live in Fresno, to let them know they're not forgotten. So I'm really gratified by all of that, and my MBA really fueled that in me. I always had the heart to serve, but to have the skills to serve is a whole different deal.
You know, what makes being a Bulldog special is the Bulldog alumni. I mean, the people that went there that we talk to all the time. It's our business partners, our friends.
We're still doing business with a lot of folks we met at Fresno State.
We learned how to work with people. That was a big thing.
I was the 80s. I'm a quite a bit younger than these guys. So they're, what are you guys, the 60s, 70s? So that's, but.
We did have some good professors.
Oh my gosh, Dr. Fearson, Dr. Hagan.
I had the
Dr.
legendary
Knapp.
Selkroot. He was gone when you guys got there, but the guy he taught advanced dairy management. He was my dairy coach. Off the charts, the guy taught me the world. They taught us to work at a higher level.
It was an unbelievable time to be a Bulldog.
I would have never thought I would have a company. So, and that's why those are the moments where you go back and recall that your professors were very important mentors, very important teachers, not just about the subject matter, but it's about life as well. I thought I was going to be finding a work someplace and work for the rest of my life. I was going to be happy with that. But you don't know how life throws things in your way, and you seize the opportunities and then create your path. You don't follow the path, you create your path.
Fresno State was a place where you could do trial and error and where you could experiment. It taught me to be a risk taker. It's where I developed my why not attitude as opposed to my why attitude. It was very clear after I started in deaf education that it was important to me that what I did every day made a difference in people's lives.
That was a wonderful glimpse into the voices of our honorees. And now together, let's turn our attention to the first honoree of the evening. Pongmala Diane Peconicum's career has been shaped by an unwavering commitment to empowering youth, revitalizing struggling programs, and driving systemic change in her community. Born in Laos, Diane's family fled the Vietnam War while enduring the hardship of her father being a POW. Early experiences working in the fields instilled in her a resilience that fueled her pursuit of higher education. While earning her master's degree and raising her daughter, she worked multiple jobs, including managing Kids Invent at Fresno State, where she secured sustainable funding to revitalize the program. After surviving a life-changing car accident, Diane felt called to make an even greater impact, which led her to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central California. Over the past 14 years, she has grown the organization from serving 320 children to more than 1,000 across 4 counties, providing vital support to vulnerable youth. Her leadership reflects a deep belief in the potential of every child and a passion for creating lasting community change through collaboration. Please join me in welcoming Pongmala Diane Peconicum, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the Kremen School of Education and Human Development, escorted by Interim Dean Sergio Laporta.
So I'll bring it down. Good evening, everybody. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Thank you so much for that. I would like to start off with a quote that really resonates deeply within me. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I truly believe that I wouldn't be the person I am now, nor would I be standing here without the remarkable people in my life. First, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to Jennifer Hughes and Lonnie Vigian for nominating me for the Top Dog Award. Your love, support, and believing in me means the world to me. Thank you so much. It was such a wonderful surprise. I would also like to take a moment to honor my parents, who unfortunately could not be here with me tonight. Dad just got out of the hospital, so I'm happy to say it's stable. He's stabilized and doing well. And Mom's not doing well, but he's with Dad. I want to thank them. Thank you, Mom and Dad, so much for bringing us here to America. I know life was really hard. The struggle, challenges, and pain, heartache that you endure was very immense and inhumane. Yet through it all, you held onto that dream of a better future for your children. We are here and thriving because of that dream. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for that. To my wonderful husband, Maury, and our beloved children, Aaron, Kyle, and Kobe, you are my greatest blessing and my joy. I have twin boys with autism, and honestly, they taught me so much. I love them more than anything. They're 22, and they keep us young, right, Maury? Very young. To my dear family and friends, thank you so much for believing in me, for being here, and always standing beside me. I want to also thank my amazing staff in the audience over there, our foundation and agency board member at Big Brothers Big Sisters Central California. A special shout out to our foundation board president, Jack and Marion. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. He's like a second father to me. Your guidance over the past 14 years has shaped me into the leader that I am now. Jack, I can't imagine life without you. I know you're 88 years old young, and there's a lot that we have to do. So I thank you, Jack. I truly appreciate you more than you know. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to Fresno State for acknowledging the important work that we do for our community. This institution is truly special to me. I spent 12 years here as a student and undergrad and graduate and working nearly 6 years as the director for Fresno State Kids Event at the Lyle Center. Being honored here means the world to me. Congratulations to my fellow Top Dog honoree. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for our community. You guys truly are an inspiration, and I appreciate it, and I'm so honored to stand here beside you. In closing, I want to leave you with this. Together, we could achieve so much more than what we could do alone. As we continue this journey called life, let's commit to uplifting one another, support each other, and strive for excellence in all that we do. Thank you so very much for this wonderful honor. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Our next honoree is an award-winning journalist who exemplifies the power of public education and the impact of journalism in our community. Jim Bourne, a Fresno native, discovered his passion for journalism at 10 years old when his name appeared in the Fresno Bee as a Little League catcher. That moment ignited a lifelong love for newspapers and storytelling, leading him to earn a degree in print journalism. At Fresno State, Jim recognized the power of words, launching a career spanning more than 4 decades. He became a prominent figure in national news, covering presidential campaigns, political conventions, and Nelson Mandela's visit to California, calling his work a backstage pass to history. After retiring from the Fresno Bee in 2018, Jim founded the Institute for Media and Public Trust, focusing on mitigating fake news and rebuilding trust in journalism. His dedication to truth and mentoring the next generation of journalists is truly inspiring. Please join me in welcoming Jim Bourne, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the College of Arts and Humanities, escorted by Dean Nora Chapman.
Wow, thank you. I'm truly honored to stand before you as the recipient of the Top Dog Award representing the College of Arts and Humanities. To be recognized by a place that has shaped so much of who I am is both surreal and profoundly meaningful. Fresno State isn't just where I work, it's where I continue to grow, to learn, and to witness the incredible power of education, transforming lives every single day. I want to express my gratitude to my family, to the Media Communications and Journalism Department at Fresno State, to the Alumni Association, and to everyone who played a role in selecting me for this incredible honor. And to my fellow honorees tonight, congratulations. It is a privilege to share this celebration with such inspiring individuals. This award is a reflection of the community that shaped me, the mentors who challenged me, the colleagues who collaborated with me, the students who inspire me every day. Every step of the way, I've been lifted by others who believe in the power of storytelling and the importance of education. Being part of this academic community means so much to me because Fresno State has always been more than a university. It's a living, breathing community, a place that nurtures creativity, fosters innovation, and empowers people from all backgrounds to make a difference. It's a place that reminds us that where you start does not define where you can go. I'm profoundly grateful to play even a small part in that legacy, to teach, to mentor, and to help shape the next generation of communicators, storytellers, and truth seekers. Thank you for your unwavering support and belief in me. You've called me through every challenge, celebrated every success, and reminded me of what truly matters. You're my foundation, my balance, and you're my joy. And to my students, thank you for keeping me young every day. You share your music, your language, your energy, and your perspectives. And you remind me daily why this work matters so much. My students have taught me far more than slang and pop culture. They teach me optimism every day. They teach me resilience. They remind me that curiosity is timeless and that the world still has plenty of good storytellers waiting to be heard. And I tell them often, keep pushing boundaries, stay curious, and never stop striving to make a positive impact. So before I close, I want to share something that's been resting in my heart. We're living in a time with so much division, so much noise, and so much confusion. But we don't have to let that be our story here at Fresno State. We're called to something higher, to lead with empathy, to listen with open hearts, to offer grace, especially when it's hard, especially when we talk to people that we might disagree with. Because grace has power to bridge what's broken, to heal what's hurting, and ultimately, as our Maker has reminded us, to guide us back home. Tonight, as I look around the room filled with family and friends and mentors and fellow Bulldogs, my heart's full. Go Dogs!
Our next honoree, Allison Walker, is a leader whose journey reflects resilience, passion, and a commitment to uplifting communities. Born in Dayton, Ohio, as the youngest of 5 in a working-class family, she learned the values of education and perseverance from her parents who faced racial inequities in the South. These lessons carried her to Harvard University, where her ambition only grew further. After a successful career, Allison moved to Fresno and accepted a lecturing position at Fresno State. A lifelong learner, she enrolled in the executive MBA program and developed the Home Ownership Institute while still a graduate student. Her passion for helping families stay in their homes led her to serve as the Chief Development Officer at Fresno Housing, where she supports underserved communities in Southwest Fresno. Today, Allison leads the Southwest Fresno Development Corporation, focusing on wealth creation and community development for people of color. Her visionary leadership has empowered countless residents, helping families transition from renting to home ownership. Her dedication to building a more equitable and just world has made a lasting impact on the community and continues to shape a brighter future for generations to come. Please join me in congratulating Allison Walker, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the Craig School of Business, escorted by Dean Julie Olson Buchanan.
Thank you all so much for this award. I've always wanted to say thank you to the Academy. Can I put this down? Thank you. I appreciate that. So, gosh, first things first, just want to thank God, because this is really not where I thought I'd be as the head of a nonprofit organization getting the Business School Award. Not as, my dad used to tell me that it is important that wherever you go, you understand the language of business, and that as a nonprofit executive, you've got to bring a performance culture, and you've got to bring an efficiency and an excellence to everything that you do, because your calling is even higher. So just want to thank Julie for selecting me. Want to thank, Tom Burns, Emil Milivoy, Jen Schmidtke, all the folks that got me through as a student, as a lecturer, as an employee, and also as a parent. I have 2 kids that are going to be graduating next year. One of them's right there, my son Chaz, and my daughter. So really thrilled. We are a Bulldog family, Bulldog Nation. Want to thank the folks who came with me tonight, my friends who are like family to me. Want to thank Sabrina Kelly for nominating me for this award. I want you all to know that I am up here because of your support and your friendship. You pick me up when I'm down. You walk with me when we've won. You mourn with me. You celebrate with me. So thank you. And the person who I'm missing most tonight is my father, who I think the MC referenced.
He was a person who told me that everybody participates in the economy. Some people participate in ways that benefit them, and others suffer in our economy. So if you're going to do this, you need to understand that. I think he was a little bit sad that I majored in sociology at Harvard, but instead of economics. But he'd be pleased today. We lost him a couple of years ago. He transitioned to be home with the Lord, but he would be happy to see me today receiving an award from our business school. And I just want to encourage everyone that's out there to remember the folks. You know, we are people of extraordinary privilege in this room and in our lives, to remember those who are suffering right now, to remember those who need us to think about them, and to give in ways that we can, not always financial, sometimes it's time, it's talent. There are lots of ways to reinvest. And I'm proud to be here representing Southwest Fresno and to be able to lift them up in this space and remind our community that they're not forgotten. The skills that I learned here at Fresno State, I use every single day. And I want to thank the university. Thank you, President Saul, also for the recognition. Thank you so much.
Lloyd, Ralph, and Fred Fagundes' success is deeply rooted. Their success is deeply rooted in hard work, dedication, and a profound connection to the land. Born and raised on a family farm near Merced, they grew up immersed in agriculture, working alongside their parents, who instilled in them a strong commitment to excellence and a sense of responsibility. Dairy farming was more than just a job, it was in their DNA. Drawn to Fresno State's exceptional agricultural program and top-ranked dairy judging team, the brothers followed their older brother's path and enrolled at the university. After pursuing degrees in agriculture and building lifelong connections at Fresno State, they set out to expand their family farm. Through hard work and smart decisions, they transformed it into a thriving business, significantly increasing their land and cattle holdings. They further diversified by adding various other crops, almond processing, and land development, always focusing on innovation and excellence. Their passion for dairy farming, combined with a deep commitment to family and community, has made the Fagundes brothers true leaders in their field. Please welcome to the stage Lloyd, Ralph, and Fred Fagundes, the honorees for the Outstanding Alumni Award for the Jordan College of Agricultural Sciences and Technology, escorted by Dean Ralston St. Hilaire.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank President Saul, Dean Ralston, the Alumni Committee, and the Ag 1 Committee. Secondly, my two brothers and their families, my nieces and nephews, all are employees, and many, many friends out there. Thank you again. And I think there's one thing that the three of us agree on, and that is attending Fresno State was the greatest decision we've made. Thank you, God bless, and go good dogs.
What a beautiful evening. I want to thank Fresno State, and I also like to thank my family. And I'd like to thank all you lovely people that showed up tonight. God bless all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to thank Mom and Dad, our mentors, started the company. Also, our older brother, James, who had passed away. He was part of the business at an earlier time. And thank you guys for coming, the whole deal, relationships, my lovely family, thank you guys. All the friends and family out there, God bless you guys. Thank you, employees, God bless you. And once again, thank you. Go Dogs.
Our next honoree exemplifies how dedication, innovation, and a people-first philosophy can turn challenges into opportunities. Tony Akel was raised in Lebanon, facing the hardships of a country in conflict. Seeking a brighter future, he moved to Fresno, where his brother was already attending Fresno State. With a talent for problem solving, Tony earned a bachelor's and master's degree in civil engineering. After graduation, Tony began a successful career in Southern California, but eventually returned to Fresno, where his future took root. Though he hadn't planned on starting his own company, his deep sense of responsibility and belief that engineers are entrusted with improving the quality of life for others led him to establish the Akel Engineering Group, Inc. His belief that clients don't work for companies, they work for people, has been key to his success. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Tony remains connected to Fresno State, serving on advisory boards and giving back to the community that welcomed him. Tony is not with us tonight, but please join me in congratulating Tony Akel, Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the Lyles College of Engineering. Accepting the award on his behalf is Dean Ram Nuna. Born in Kennett, Missouri, Carol Scott later moved to Stockton, California, where she became the first in her family to attend a 4-year university. At Fresno State, she earned both her bachelor's and master's degree in communicative disorders with a focus on deaf education. Her professional journey has taken her across the country, blending teaching and academia with a passion for innovative community projects. Carol discovered her calling in the development of children's museums, where she played an instrumental role in creating spaces that inspire learning and imagination. Her leadership was pivotal in the establishment of several museums, including the Children's Museum of the Upstate in South Carolina, and most recently, the Children's Museum of Modesto, which opened its doors in October 2023. Carol's influence extends far beyond her career. A lifelong volunteer, she has dedicated herself to community service through the Junior League, ultimately serving on the board of directors of the Association of Junior Leagues International. Through this role and other global initiatives, she has championed the welfare of women and children worldwide, amplifying her impact on countless lives. Please join me in welcoming Carol E. Scott, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the College of Health and Human Services, escorted by Dean Kara Zografos.
Thank you very much, and thank you and welcome, and congratulations to all of the existing top dog people and the group that's with me tonight. Thanks to the Alumni Association for this honor, which really prompted an unexpected reflection of my journey and where I've been. And I have come to believe that our lives have meaning, that our existence has purpose, and our actions make a difference. I believe that resolve began here at Fresno State with a deaf child named Candy at the lab school. To say that it had changed my life would be an understatement. It did, it has. It taught me to be a lifelong learner. But as always, most accomplishments are not achieved alone. I believe in the rule of BOY. Yes, that's boy, but it stands for because of you. And because of you, Mark, my incredible husband, who never said no when I said, why not? To Melinda and Matthew, my daughter and my son, who spent far too many years of their life in museum office, and to Junior League office, and events. But I also know that their development of the value of giving back began with me being involved in nonprofits. And Joey, my new son-in-law, who's already experienced what it's like to give back and to be a part of the museum world. My thanks to two of my children that are from another mother, Valerie and Jesse, who are here tonight. But I also thank Fresno State for giving me a strong part of learning how to become part of a group through my experience at the fraternities at Fresno State. And several of those people are here tonight, two of which have become family. Susie and Ken Newby, who have been around and supported me through everything. And Judy Gentile Gaither, who literally offered me a home during the times when the sorority was closed and I needed a place. So I learned how to also work at the flower shop. But I also want to thank my family who's back there somewhere, who have supported me for years. My sister Joanne, my sister-in-law Lana, Jenny, Montana, Sierra, Lana, and Lynette. Thank you for being here. And two that are not here, my niece Jamie and her daughter Nikki. All of those people have supported me forever and responded to being voluntold to come from Stockton all the way down to Pasadena to serve as volunteers in my multiple events, including one with live snakes, for all of your help throughout those years of museum events. Thank you, and thank you for being here tonight. And most recently, Katie and Jake Barber, Chelsea Webster, and Amy Jeffries. These are four people who believed that Modesto deserved a place of enormous promise, the Modesto Children's Museum, and they actually let me be a part of it. So thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for being here. Most of my adult life has had some connection to two things: the welfare and responsibility for children, and the power of women's leadership and volunteerism. To those who know me, you know that that's true. To those who are with me tonight, a profound thank you for being a part of my crazy ideas and journeys. And I cannot be in a room with trailblazers without leaving the thought that an enlightened community takes care of its children. So we need to make sure that we guarantee safe passage from the now to their future. So I challenge you, for every child that doesn't have a voice or needs something, we need to be there. Every child we should care about, because the child who needs life-saving surgery or the person who needs it, somebody's child will deliver it. For the person who is harmed from bodily care and harm from hurt, some child has caused that hurt. So we must care for all children. So as long as those children are out there, I guess my journey is not over. Thank you.
As we celebrate the accomplishments of our honorees, we are also reminded that evenings like this are made possible through the generosity of our sponsors. We are deeply grateful for their support, which has made tonight's celebration possible. Please join me in a round of applause for our presenting sponsor, Fagundes Dairies, Farms, and Ranches. We would also like to recognize and thank our champion sponsors, the Fresno State Foundation, Media Solutions, Inc., Orloff Jewelers, Panish Shea, Ravapudi LLP, and Wawona Frozen Foods. And let's also show our support and our appreciation for our support sponsors and partner sponsors whose names you will see on the screen. We are truly grateful for the generosity of our sponsors and the important role they play in making tonight possible. Now it is my pleasure to welcome a student leader whose voice represents the heart of our campus community. Please join me in welcoming Associated Students, Inc. President Kamala Saleh.
Good evening, everyone. I am truly honored to stand before you tonight, surrounded by Fresno State's most distinguished alumni and guests. As a student and as president of Associated Student Inc., I am inspired by the incredible achievements of our top dog honorees. You show us, students like me, what's possible when passion, resilience, and bulldog pride come together. Hearing your stories tonight reminds me of the strength of our Fresno State community, a network of more than 300,000 alumni worldwide, each proving the lasting power of a Fresno State degree. My own journey here has been transformative. As a double major in political science and communication and a Smith-Camp Family Honors College scholar, I've had the opportunity to grow in ways I've never could have imagined. I've interned with Fresno City Council member Tyler Maxwell, the Fresno County District Attorney's Office, and U.S. Senator Alex Padilla. Experiences that deepen my passion for public service and strengthen my voice as a leader. And tonight, it is with immense pride that I share I'm Fresno State's first Muslim ASI president here at Fresno State. This milestone is not just mine. Oh, okay. Thank you. This milestone is not just mine. It belongs to every student who dares see themselves reflected in leadership, who believes they too can make an impact. Fresno State is where students are challenged, encouraged, and equipped to step boldly into their future. And tonight, each one of you, our top dog honorees, show us the heights we can reach. On behalf of all students, thank you for inspiring us to aim higher, dream bigger, and carry forward the Bulldog spirit with pride and purpose. Congratulations to the class of 2024 Top Dogs. You make us proud to be Bulldogs for life. Go Dogs!
Thank you, Kamala. As we hear tonight's stories, one thing is clear. Fresno State has a rich legacy of alumni who pour their energy and hearts into serving both their alma mater and their communities. The journeys of these top dogs have been shaped by their education and experiences at Fresno State, reminding us that many of tomorrow's leaders come from right here. Now let's take a moment to get to hear from the rest of our honorees.
Leading the athletic department at Bakersfield College was not something that I had set out to do, but once I was in that role, it was one of the most prideful things that I have ever done. I was the only female to lead both men's and women's athletics. It's crazy, but it's crazy cool at the same time. Just like the College World Series, to think that I've been a part of that sort of history is just, it's mind-blowing.
I barely finished high school, let alone I had no ambition or no thought about finishing college, but my life turned around when I was about 21 years old. I call it the bolt of lightning. It's just like, Lee, you got to change your life. So I made a very ambitious goal to complete 3 degrees in 3 years. Suddenly, you are capable of doing so much more than you think you can. So part of that platform that I used for my later success was my time at Fresno State and what I learned at Fresno State.
I firmly believe leadership is not done in a vacuum, and nobody gets to where they are without helping hands and wonderful coaches and mentors around you, and people who are willing to tell you hard truths when you're making mistakes or you're making poor decisions, and people who are willing to make a phone call and make an introduction and really help get you to the next step. I had some amazing people do that for me, but I also try to pay it forward and do that for others. And so the training, the engagement, the mentorship that I got at Fresno State has helped get me to where I am today. And I truly believe it's helped all of our other community leaders do the same. I feel a sense of obligation to be a part of an amazing team that is really changing the trajectory for households and families in our community, because ultimately we all have a desire to be loved and to love. And my charge and my goal here and that of our team is to help people be able to do that in a healthy, safe way.
It's great to see the students that we're helping, knowing that they may not have this opportunity without our help. And that really warms the heart to think that we're just getting them a little farther down the road.
We thought that our money could have a direct impact on somebody else's young life. And we thought this is a great idea to give back to Fresno State. So we started an endowment and started giving scholarships to students. And we found out that added a totally unexpected dimension to our lives, because we started developing new relationships with the people at Fresno State. We reconnected, and most importantly, we started connecting with the students, and we heard their stories and where they came from and their struggles, and they were so appreciative.
Students and student athletes at Fresno State have something that most others in the United States don't have. The Valley really supports and lifts up Fresno State, and as a student, you feel that. You feel the love, you feel the excitement, you feel the support from the community. And I think that's one of the more powerful things that Fresno State provides to students is the community.
Our next honoree is a trailblazer in collegiate athletics and a dedicated educator whose career reflects excellence, leadership, and an unwavering commitment to her students and community. Sandy Taylor grew up on her family farm in Tulare, where she learned the values of hard work, teamwork, and perseverance. With the opportunities created by Title IX, she became a 3-sport athlete, excelling in volleyball, basketball, and softball. Her passion for athletics brought her to Fresno State, where she earned both a bachelor's and master's degree in physical education. As a Bulldog, she competed in softball and helped lead her team to a runner-up finish in the 1982 College World Series. Sandy began her coaching career at Tulare Western High School before moving on to Bakersfield College, where she built a powerhouse softball program. Under her leadership, the team won more than 500 games, captured 4 conference championships, and made 15 postseason appearances. She later transitioned into athletics administration, serving as Bakersfield College's athletic director for 7 years and associate athletic director for 17 years. During her tenure, she oversaw major facility renovations and led the design of the Renegade Athletic Center. Please join me in congratulating Sandy Taylor, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the Department of Athletics, escorted by Garrett Classy, Director of Athletics.
Thank you very much. What an honor to be here, and I'd like to first thank Fresno State Athletics. And as I stand up here, first I have to thank Donna Pickle and Barb Avila for being here. I leaned on Donna Pickle and all the foundation that she provided for me as our softball coach here at Fresno State. I cannot tell you how many times I said to my softball team that the things that we're doing today, we did at Fresno State every single day, so just get used to it, because that's what you're going to do. and you put the equipment away this certain way every day, and you're going to put it in the same place every day. That way you know exactly where it's going to be tomorrow, so just put it right there. That's where it's going to be. I didn't go to the same extent of drawing the circles in the shed where the buckets need to go, but I did put it in the same place every day. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It means the world to me, Donna, Barb, appreciate it. I also want to thank Denise and Carol for being here. Denise was a teammate at Fresno State, so I really appreciate that. But thank you to the Fresno State Athletic Department for this nomination. You know, the foundation from Fresno State Athletics was just amazing. Thank you to the Fresno State Alumni Association. Congratulations to all the other honorees. My family for being here. My mom is here, Vicki, my sister Jeannie, my brother-in-law Rick, Dimitri, my my nephew, Sarah, Ryan, my nieces. I know I missed a lot of family events throughout my career as an athlete and as a softball coach and an athletic administrator, so I know you made a lot of sacrifices for me, so thank you for all of that, all those years. But, you know, I grew up always wanting to be an athlete, and at my age, there wasn't a lot of time to be an athlete. You know, Title IX didn't pass until 1973, and, you know, I didn't get to play athletics until I was in high school. So, you know, I just wanted an opportunity to play, and I was blessed to have that opportunity at a time where I could still make a difference in my career, and I was just happy that I had that opportunity to be a part of athletics and contribute something. And I had a lot of women ahead of me that I relied on. Donna and Barb are one, but Diane Miljutinovich was another. I leaned on her many times throughout my career. I'd call her and ask questions. And, you know, Dr. Sonia Christian is now the chancellor of community colleges, and she believed in me and gave me a chance to lead the athletic department at Bakersfield College. So I just had a blessed career, a great opportunity at Bakersfield, and lucky to stand up here in front of all of you, and it's just an honor. So thank you very much for this award, and I never thought it would ever happen, and what a great privilege it is. So thank you very much.
Lee Brand exemplifies leadership in both business and public service. From his entrepreneurial beginnings to his impactful tenure as the mayor of Fresno, Lee has shown unwavering dedication to resilience, innovation, and community improvement. Born in the Dalles, Oregon, Lee grew up in a close-knit family that instilled strong community values. Despite facing early challenges, including the loss of his father in a tragic plane crash, he found purpose and drive serving in the Air National Guard and earning 3 degrees in just 3 years, including a degree in public administration from Fresno State. Lee started his career as a healthcare administrator in Madera County before founding Brand & Associates Real Estate and co-founding Westco Equities, Inc. His commitment to public service led him to the Fresno City Council, where he was the driving force for key legislative reforms. In 2016, he was elected mayor of Fresno, focusing on public safety, economic development, and enhancing residents' quality of life. During his tenure as mayor, Lee created thousands of jobs, reduced unemployment to record lows, and strengthened the city's financial foundation, leaving a lasting legacy of fiscal responsibility and civic unity. Even after concluding his political career, Mayor Brand continued his commitment to the community by donating nearly $400,000 from his campaign funds to support student scholarships, championing the life-changing power of higher education. Please join me in welcoming Lee Brand, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the College of Social Sciences, escorted by Dean Elizabeth Loam.
I had a knee operation replacement about 6 months ago, so I'm a little ginger on my walking. But standing here, I think back many years ago when I was a young kid, a young juvenile delinquent who never would dream I'd be up to such lofty heights and such a prestigious award. But it just like reminds me of the Groucho Marx remark, I'd never join a club that would have me as a member. But 52 years ago, a lifetime ago, I graduated from Fresno State in 1973. I was the first one in my family to receive a college degree. But only a few years before that, I was questionable whether I'd even become a high school graduate. But by the grace of God and a lot of hard work, I was able to complete my education, start a wonderful family, run a successful business, and serve 12 years as a public official. So I want to thank McKay Durham for talking me into applying for this position. My son Tommy, who drove me here tonight, who's also a graduate of Fresno State. And I'm going to, I want to also thank the Alumni Association, the School of Social Sciences, and Fresno State University for the honor of this position. Thank you so much for having me here. Good night.
Our next honoree is a shining example of perseverance, passion, and dedication to both technology and athletics. California native Tammy Lundberg from Rancho Cucamonga describes herself as a geeky basketball player with a lifelong love for technology. Balancing her dual passions, she excelled on the court while exploring programming at an early age, a combination that led her to Fresno State on a basketball scholarship. She played for 4 years, coached in her 5th, and earned her degree in computer science. After graduation, Tammy built a distinguished career in software development, spending more than 2 decades in the tech industry before returning to education. Today, she serves as Chief Technology Officer for Fresno Unified School District, overseeing technology services that support more than 70,000 students, 10,000 staff, and 106 schools across the Central Valley. Under her leadership, the district has expanded access to classroom technology and launched innovative programs in robotics, esports, and drones, ensuring students are prepared for the digital future. A proud Bulldog, Tammy has also served as an adjunct professor at Fresno State and continues to give back as a member of the Fresno State Alumni Association Board of Directors. Her career reflects a lifelong commitment to empowering students through innovation, education, and opportunity. Please join me in congratulating Tammy Lundberg, the Outstanding Alumni Award honoree for the College of Science and Mathematics, escorted by Dean Christopher Meyer.
I would be the one that has to lift up the microphones. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. It is an absolute honor to be here. When I came to Fresno State as a 17-year-old, tall, skinny computer nerd that thankfully had a pretty decent jump shot, I very definitely found my community. The College of Science and Math was like home for me. I'm so grateful to Dean Meyer and the staff and faculty of the College of Science and Math, thank you, Dean Meyer, for all they do for students like me and continue to do from an innovation and support standpoint for all of the students at Fresno State. Also, thank you to the athletic department, Garrett Classy and staff. Certainly, the athletic program here as a student athlete taught me things like leadership, work ethic, and certainly teamwork, and those are skills that I and we all use every day. So I'm so very thankful for that. I'm blessed and honored tonight to have both of my families here with me, my work family and my friends and family. The leadership team from the IT department for Fresno Unified School District is here with me tonight, and the accomplishments that you heard a minute ago are because of that group. I am honored, I'm blessed, and I'm inspired by all of you every day. Thank you for all you do for the kids, the 70,000 kids in Fresno. And to my friends and family, you inspire me every day. I'm so thankful for the years that we've all been together, our amazing family. Both of our sons and both of their wives are CSU graduates, and I'm so blessed to have the family here with me tonight, including our grandchildren, my uncle, and lifetime friends. So thank you very much. Very thankful for the Alumni Association and very honored to receive this award. Thank you, and go Dogs.
The Arthur Sastrom Service Award honors those who have made a lasting impact on Fresno State by generously giving their time, talent, and resources. Gary and Marlene Peacock truly embody the transformative power of education, philanthropy, and community service. Born into a military family, Gary discovered his passion for debate in high school, a spark that led him to Fresno State as the first in his family to attend college. Marlene, who grew up in Red Bluff, found her love for travel and cultural connection through a youth exchange program that opened her eyes to the world. Though they pursued different paths, Gary in social science and Marlene in health science, their journeys came together at Fresno State. What began as a campus connection soon blossomed into a lifelong partnership, and just days after graduation, they were married. Together, they built successful careers in the Bay Area's technology industry. Gary distinguished himself in the semiconductor field, leading major projects for top tech companies, while Marlene excelled as a manufacturing program manager at Cisco Systems, overseeing suppliers across the U.S. and Asia. In retirement, their focus turned to giving back. They established an endowed scholarship for first-generation agriculture students and supported initiatives that placed Fresno State at the forefront of agricultural technology. Beyond their annual gifts, which directly impact today's students, their extraordinary $7 million planned estate gift will ensure their legacy continues to transform the lives of Bulldogs for generations to come. Please join me in welcoming Gary and Marlene Peacock, the Arthur Sastrom Service Award honorees, escorted by Alicia Henderson, President of the Fresno State Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Shorter than the last person, so I'm going to bring this down. So good evening. Gary and I are so honored to be here, and it's true that we started our life journey together right out here, September of 1973, when we met, and we've been married now for over 48 years. So not only did we get a great education from Fresno State, but we got a great partner. At least I did. I hope he thinks the same thing, but we'll see. We'll talk later. So Gary and I definitely had the idea on our own to plant the seed for our scholarship fund. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank what we fondly and respectfully call Team Peacock here at Fresno State. It all started with Alcidia Gomes and Shannon Bertner. Then it went from Alcidia to Lori King. Now it's come full circle back to Shannon and Lori. And without these amazing, wonderful women, we wouldn't be standing here. They have done so much for us in helping us set up the scholarship fund, helping us navigate waters that were very new to us, and we can't thank you enough. And Dean Ralston St. Hilaire, thank you so much for the nomination. We greatly appreciate it. And President Sowell, we can't thank you enough for your friendship and your leadership in our efforts. So thank you. And finally, the scholarship fund has our name on it, but it also has my dad's name on it, Robert Crambuel, who went to Fresno State for 2 years before he enlisted in World War II. And then when he got out of the service, he went into ag banking, which he stayed in for 44 years. He was a great guide and mentor for Gary and myself. I promise not to do this, but I'm already tearing up, so let's get the Kleenex. He was my hero, and without him, I don't think any of this would be possible for us, because he planted the seed of volunteering and giving back, and he's with us tonight. So thank you.
I guess you can see that's definitely my better half. And I do want to thank Marlene. She has helped me from the very beginning. I came here out of the Mojave Desert and down in China Lake as a high school graduate, and in September of 1969, and started a journey that continues today. And I guess we can't even describe the return on investment for our time and our energy here at Fresno State. And so I became kind of a professional student. I liked it so much here. And then eventually, Marlene reminded me that we need to transform ourselves into adults, and I graduated. And then she and I left, and we moved up to the Bay Area and got involved in the very young semiconductor industry in San Jose, and we made our careers there. And then, because of hard work and saving our pennies, we were able to retire a little bit early, and we ended up moving out of California and moving to Park City, Utah, where we reside now. Our story is a little bit different than most of the recipients here, because I can see and I understand that a lot of Fresno State graduates stay here in the Valley. We didn't stay here in the Valley. We went to San Jose, and then eventually migrated out to Park City, which is outside of Salt Lake City, if any of you know. If you're any skiers here, you know about Park City, Utah. But at any rate, so about 5 years ago, we decided to take stock of our lives, kind of do a survey, figure out what does it all mean. And she and I have a great partnership, and we were able to accumulate some assets, and when we took stock, we realized that we had more than we needed to have a very comfortable life, and we decided, what are we going to do with this money that we're probably not going to spend? And so we began looking at the alternatives, and there was only one alternative that made any sense at all to us, and that was to come back and make a commitment to Fresno State. And that was because that was the seed of our origin. It's where we met. It's where we got this invaluable college degree that allowed us to get into the semiconductor industry, and then we flourished. And part of that is because of the skills that we learned here in Fresno. So we called Fresno State out of the blue, and we said, we're interested in giving back something. And that created a new path for us, and we ended up expanding our philanthropic activities because of Fresno State and because of the warm, kind, generous people here at the university. Marlene mentioned some of them. I was able to get a relationship with Saul, which is quite valuable, and you know, I've forgotten what great people there are in the San Joaquin Valley here. Quality people, authentic people, and we are very happy to finally come home after decades of being away. But now we've made a number of trips here to Fresno, and we have a new family. And as a result of this, we actually have started other philanthropic adventures. Marlene and I are sponsoring a clinical trial at the University of Utah at the Huntsman Cancer Center. We're the primary funders of a clinical trial to reduce radiation for head and neck cancer patients. And the reason is because I actually had head and neck cancer, and I thought that this radiation treatment was medieval. It is medieval for anybody that's gone through this. And so, but this all started with our relationship with Fresno State. And all these cliches about the more you give, the more you get back, it takes a village, right? Pay it forward. They're all true. They're all true. And you do get much more than you give. We gave money, but we got so much more back. And so we view this as a return on investment. And the ROI here at Fresno State is tremendous. So as you think about your legacies and what you can do, I would highly recommend that you think about making some kind of annual gift supporting students. We're in our 4th year of the program, and our first students that we supported since freshmen, they're going to graduate this year. We brought one of them here. Alexis is at our table here, and we met him as a freshman at Orange Cove, and we've supported him for 4 years, and he's going to graduate. And that's what we invested our money in. So please consider this. Don't wait and make it a legacy gift, because when you're gone, you'll never know the joy and the tremendous payback you get from selflessly helping other people. Thank you very much.
The Distinguished Alumni Award is Fresno State's highest honor, recognizing graduates who have excelled professionally while making significant contributions to their fields and communities. Nicole Linder, a proud Fresno native, has devoted her life to serving others. Through her empathy, passion, and leadership, she has become a true pillar of service in our community. Born into a Bulldog-born, Bulldog-bred family, Nicole's strong roots instilled in her the values of giving back and making a difference. That connection brought her to Fresno State, where she immersed herself in student life, from competing with the Barking Bulldogs and helping organize vintage days to studying abroad in London. Nicole embraced every opportunity as a student to grow and develop her skills. After earning her degree in mass communication and journalism, she built her career through impactful roles at Fresno Pacific University and Valley Children's Healthcare Foundation. These experiences shaped the compassion and strategic vision that would guide her future leadership. For the past 9 years, Nicole has served as CEO of the Marjorie Mason Center, one of the largest domestic violence service agencies in California. Under her leadership, the organization has expanded its reach to serve more than 8,000 adults and children each year. Her vision for growth and innovation led to one of her most transformative achievements, the creation of the new $21 million Isnardi Foundation building, a 24-hour trauma crisis center offering counseling, early intervention, and comprehensive support services. Beyond her work in Fresno County, Nicole's dedication extends statewide, where she advocates for policies that protect and empower survivors across California. Nicole's life and career reflect the transformative power of education, community service, and courageous leadership. She reminds us of the difference one person can make when they use their gifts to uplift others and create lasting change. Please join me in congratulating Nicole Linder, the Distinguished Alumni Award honoree, escorted by President Saul Jimenez Sandoval.
Well, good evening. You have all been so kind and patient, sitting through so many amazing honorees. I want to congratulate everyone tonight, and thank you for sharing your stories. I will try to keep this brief. You know what I was thinking? I found a new BFF in Tammy, part of the Tall Girls Club, and until she said jump shot. And then I realized we were not as similar as I thought. First, I want to thank President Saul Jimenez Sandoval, Dr. Mariana Anagnostopoulos, and the Fresno State Alumni Association for this incredible honor. Being selected as a top dog and distinguished alumna has been a humbling experience. I'll never forget the moment I found out at a meeting, and President Jimenez Sandoval mentioned it. I was a little bit in shock. I'm pretty sure I said out loud, "Are you sure?" Thank you so much for your incredible leadership, your friendship, and for making this such a special moment. To our student body president, Kamala, thank you for speaking tonight. I can speak, I think, on behalf of the entire audience. You make us proud to be alumni and inspired in our future. A huge thank you to Carrie Hammerstrom, Dr. Bonnie Herr, and Sandy Brown for nominating me. Your thoughtfulness means so much, and I appreciate your love and support. I also want to acknowledge former Fresno State President Joe Castro, who invited me to join the University Advisory Board, encouraged me to get reconnected to Fresno State. To the Marjorie Mason Center Board, thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve in such a personal and rewarding way. I didn't think I was actually equipped when I stepped into these shoes, and I wasn't quite sure of the roller coaster and the incredible journey I would be on. It has been the most humbling and rewarding honor of a lifetime. To my co-pilots, Leticia Campos and Ashley Wolf, you are the real engine behind Marjorie Mason Center. And to the Marjorie Mason Center team, I'm so grateful for your trust, your teamwork, and your friendship. Nearly 20 years ago, my family and I sat in this very audience cheering on my dad, Nat DeBudio, as he accepted this exact same award. Following in his footsteps has been a tremendous honor. Dad, you made room for me at the table, took me to countless events where we had to explain to people I was not your new wife, and showed me that nothing was out of reach. Mom, you grounded us in faith, compassion, and a touch of perfectionism, always reminding us to do things the right way and to always let God lead. Thank you both for everything. To my siblings, Marcus, AKA the smart one, and Annalise, AKA the nice one, and your wonderful spouses, Amy and Derek, thank you for being here tonight. And to my aunts and cousins and extended family and friends who are like family, your love and support make life so rich and meaningful. Thank you. To my kids, Sophia and Lucas, there is no job on earth more important than being your mom. You are the best gifts to your dad and me. Thank you for your patience when I left dinners to handle work or media calls, missed games or awards ceremonies, or just wasn't fully present. You've shown so much strength and grace, and I'm so proud of who you are becoming. When I graduated from Fresno State in 1998, people back then remember me as a young woman facing heartbreak. But God had different plans for me. And I'm sure she's going to hate that I'm going to say this again, but as my dear friend Janelle Bolt once said, my husband must be an amazing man because I'm a lot. And she's right. Colby, you have always been my happily ever after for the past 25 years. Thank you for your love, your friendship, your patience, and for your partnership through it all. I love you. I know last year's distinguished alumna, Dr. Danielle Campaign, literally had to save another honoree's life during the ceremony. Since I can't compete with that, I'm just going to take a moment to give glory and honor to the one who does give me life. Every breath I take and every blessing I have comes from God. May we all continue to follow his greatest commands, to love him and to love each other. Thank you so much for this very special award.
Please join me in one more round of applause for the Distinguished Alumni Awardee, Nicole Linder. And let's give the entire class of 2024 Top Dog Alumni Award honorees a round of applause. You all are truly remarkable and continue to make Fresno State very, very proud. As we celebrate the accomplishments of our alumni tonight, it's clear that their success reflects the strength and spirit of our university community. That same spirit is guiding Fresno State into an exciting new chapter. On Monday, we officially launched Lead with Pride, Fresno State's most ambitious philanthropic campaign to date. As a Pride of the Valley, we are united by purpose, expanding opportunity, elevating academic excellence, all which empower our economic future. I'm going to say that again, economic future of our region and beyond. This campaign will shape the future of our students and the economy of the Central Valley. I invite you to join us in defining this moment, just like what Gary said before. You can find more information along with the QR code to the campaign website in tonight's printed program. And now, I'm going to turn it back to Jessica to conclude this special evening. Thank you all for being here.
Well, tonight we have celebrated stories of resilience, service, innovation, and determination. Stories that remind us of the extraordinary impact Fresno State alumni make in their communities and beyond. Though each path is unique, they are all united by one powerful thread, the Bulldog spirit. On behalf of the Fresno State Alumni Association, thank you for being a part of this unforgettable evening. May the inspiration you felt tonight stay with you, encouraging you to dream big, lead with purpose, and continue building your Bulldog legacy. Thank you once again, and we invite you to continue the celebration with cocktails, coffee, and dessert in the Leon S. Peters Event Plaza. Have a wonderful evening.